Good afternoon, it's Shed from Shed All Over the Page. I am out, I have some sweet corn that I am cultivating. It's been wet in this field, so I could not get in here. And there is a viney type of plant that gets going in here. This. And eventually it'll choke the corn out. It'll just wrap around it and choke it up. So I've already made a couple passes through here. And little tractor, this is a 1951 Farmall Cub. This was the smallest of the International Harvester series back in the day, what they really call the letter series. And this one's on about its third engine rebuild. And I use it to cultivate, and it does a really good job of cultivating. And I use it to plant, and it's even got a mower deck, and it's got a cut-off sawmill attachment. It's got a sickle mower. These were kind of neat little tractors. I think they said they were rated for about a 40-acre farm. If you got a 40-acre farm, your butt wouldn't get off of it, but very often, I don't think. But anyhow, so I'm gonna see if I can hold the camera and cultivate. I don't know. This steering on the little tractor is about loose as a goose. So we'll get up here and get going, and I'll plow it out in second gear. So we'll raise up the plows. Maybe a little shaky here for a moment. And we're off. So if you were in a cornfield in Iowa, you'd have to make a bed on the back of this thing, doing one row at a time. But in East Tennessee, you just got to take this stuff. Every round I'm having to pull it off. That's the only problem. The corn is a Roundup Ready Bicolor Super Sweet. It's, I guess you call it a GMO corn. It has what they call traits, and the traits in this case keep the earworms and ear borers out, and that's one of the biggest problems I have here. If I plant sweet corn, the earworms get in it, and basically they're like eating and pooping as they go along, and it just makes it's not desirable. The corn looks terrible. And I've been running this variety 2 years. I plant another variety as well. I get it from a company, and I'm not getting paid to do this, I just like the people. I'm in East Tennessee, but I get it out of Home Seed Company in Canton, Ohio. It's an old seed company. I think it's been around like 140 years. And what happens is I can buy it in smaller batches. If you, a lot of times buy these bigger batches of that type of corn, $500 something for a bag, and that's a lot more than I need. So I buy it from them, and it usually costs me about $50 for the seeds that I get. I planted here in using a coal planter, and the issue I had was this field, this portion here, was using one type of seed plate, and the tooth kept hanging up in it. So when I got to here, I ended up switching teeth, and you can see there's a gap in here. And what happened is when I switched to the other tooth, I picked up a clod of dirt or something in the feeder, didn't really realize it. And so when I got to the end of the row, when I lifted the planter up, all of a sudden I had just seed everywhere. And I thought the way the planter comes up, sometimes it hops and it'll throw it out of the back because I usually keep the lid off. And so in a nutshell, it wasn't the planter or me doing it, it was the fact that it was clogged. And it opened up, dropped it, and then I planted something and did the same thing. So I lost a couple of rows in here. This spacing over here, I switched plates, is tighter. And I've got one section in here that I transplanted all of this. And this is where, as the cedar was going along, it planted all of this from right here, basically out there to the end in a space that was about 1.5 feet long. So I tried to transplant it. I don't think it's going to work. It's just, they were a little too big when I transplanted. Like I said, this field was really muddy. You can see it's kind of lower than the area. That area right there, I could probably put a pond in it. It always holds moisture. And so this is just how water kind of settles into here. Like this section of the field right there will be so muddy don't know if I can even cultivate through it. And that's just how this field is. But what it does is it's clay and it holds the moisture. And that is a big advantage of the clay compared to like a sandy loam that just the water just goes through it. So, all right, back to cultivating. Shed, off page.